What's going on, guys? Coach No back in the building with another one. As usual, it's going to be jam packed full of jewels. And your time is always appreciated because you be doing anything, but you heard me checking out these reviews. And this one's another wild one because it's about a man who allegedly shot his wife, her father, and a neighbor and abducted his daughter. So let's check it out, man.
I want to get right to that breaking news tied to an investigation that we have been following since yesterday in Tamarack. The father of a 4-year-old girl who was abducted Sunday now faces multiple murder charges. We know the mother of that little girl and a man who allegedly tried to help her were found shot to death inside of a home.
That woman's father was also shot and killed just a few houses away. The little girl is safe. NBC6's Daniela Gallo has been following this story all morning long. Joins us now from Tamarack. Daniela, get us up to speed on what you are learning from deputies this afternoon.
Man, all right, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, decision making. You already know, man. Like mentally, this wasn't the best decision that he could have made for himself or for anybody else. So, like I always say, the decisions you make affect you and everyone around you. And it's crazy because people put so much time into doing something that ultimately, is going to land him in jail probably for the rest of his life. Cause a little girl to lose both of her parents plus a grandparent. So he took out, a couple generations of people, traumatized, the little girl, her family, his family, gave him a bad name doing stuff like this. Even the neighbor traumatized them, hit the neighbor's family, man, which is, it's just crazy that people don't take the time to think like what they're really getting themselves into when they do stuff like this, because like it's not a movie, it's not a game, man. Like mental health is so serious. And then again, man, arguing with that woman, bro, it always leads to doing something else when you act out of your emotions and your feelings, man. It's nothing there. Why even do it? Just to do something that feel good for a second, and then by the time you look up, and did something so serious. Now you're in trouble with the law and all type of stuff, man, that you could have avoided and went on about your life and really built yourself up and did something that you wanted to do with your life, man. Something positive, being successful, anything, man.
Well, ladies, the neighborhood here has a lake. BSO dive rescue teams are here. Take a look behind me. They tell us they just found a gun believed to have been the weapon used in the crime. Now, this morning, charges were filed against 44-year-old Nathan Ginkles, who faces 5 charges, including 3 counts of first-degree murder.
I'm so heartbroken to know that this little 4-year-old girl has experienced something so horrific at such an early age in life.
Authorities say 34-year-old Mary Ginkles was found shot to death Sunday morning inside a home in Tamarack near the 5600 block of Plum Bay Parkway. Broward Sheriff's Office confirmed 2 other people were shot and killed. Mary's father, 64-year-old David Posner, and Mary's neighbor, 36-year-old Andrew Farron.
All right, man. So 34 is pretty young for that lady having to go through stuff like that, man. People just can't take a breakup anymore. They gotta unalive the wife or whatever, man. Just move on. Be able to handle that. Know that it's more women in the world, bro. Shouldn't be any woman like who can take that much of your energy and that much of your time, bro, to the point where you feel like you don't have anything left. So you have to do something like this. And now you really don't have anything left. You lost your daughter because you're going to be in jail. You made the daughter lose her mother because she's out of here now. You unalive her so she won't be able to take care of your daughter. And it's like, man, you risked it all for that. And put all that time into that when you could have put all that time and energy into going through, the proper channels or whatever to just do what you were supposed to do and make your life easier. Like, don't do stuff that's gonna make your life harder, man. Like, what's the point of that?
His uncle says Mary was trying to get help when his nephew answered the door.
A woman was in the neighborhood knocking on actual doors, and my nephew, who was home, happened to open the door for her.
While investigating the shooting, officials found out Mary's 4-year-old daughter with her estranged 44-year-old husband, Nathan Gingles, had been abducted from the home. Deputies believe the girl had been taken by her father. Surveillance video from a neighbor captures what appears to be the father and little girl walking in the area around 6:13 Sunday, just minutes after the shooting was reported. BSO says the girl was found hours later unharmed, with her father in a Walmart parking lot in North Lauderdale.
All right, then, on top of that, you shot a neighbor for trying to help. And then you went and took it out on her father, too. Shot her father for what? He didn't have anything to do with that, with you guys' relationship, as far as other than probably watching his granddaughter sometimes, or taking care of her. But besides that, everything else that happens in a relationship should be between you guys, and it falls on you ultimately. If you're just doing stuff to the point where somebody wants to leave you, and now when you look up, you realize you didn't really want to break up with your wife or leave your wife, but it's so many decisions that you made led up to that point, then it's just time to take responsibility, man, and accountability. And don't live in your feelings, man. Get over that. Whatever you did, what's done is done, man. And instead, he chose to make matters worse. And now he had a whole new set of troubles that he didn't want, and racked up all them charges, man. They got you on camera with your daughter. They got the gun that you threw in the lake. Man, you just seemed like you moved backwards. You know what I'm saying? The divorce would have been a step forward, and you really wouldn't have had to deal with her anymore. It seems like he didn't want anybody else to deal with her either, which is, it's crazy, because if you get in a divorce and, you don't want to be with that woman anymore, or she don't want to be with you anymore, then it's over. It's not going to work, and you need to let her go live her life, man. You need to focus on yourself and focus on your kids if you have kids, and build yourself up to the best version. Start another family if that's what you want, but heal first. Get over whatever you went through with that woman, so you don't end up doing stuff like this in another relationship, being abusive, causing trauma, wasting time, wasting energy, things of that nature.
Records show the couple was going through a divorce. The divorce petition states the mother and child were both physically abused by the father, and on one occasion it states the girl watched the father drag the mother up the stairs while in a chokehold.
It's sad.
So you traumatizing a daughter in more than one way and abusing her more than one way. Like physical abuse is one thing, but mental abuse is a real thing too, though. And you put your daughter through that. That's not any way to show any children, whether boy or girl, or any child rather, that's how you handle a situation when you're in a disagreement with your wife, man. Because some kids will grow up thinking that that's the way to handle that, and then you just started a whole new generation on being mentally disabled, thinking that that's the way to handle everything when you get into an argument with your wife and stuff like that. And so, it's important to realize that abuse comes in more than one form too.
That a father would do that.
Gingles was arrested and initially charged with violating a stay-away order.
Sometimes the courts just don't do their part when it comes to domestic violence or restraining orders.
Well, the courts, they do their part and they give the orders, and then he violated the order though, because he wasn't thinking right. The decision that he made messed up 3 families, and his family, the wife's family, the neighbor's family, so just the decisions that he made led up to that. The court, they did their part. They had the restraining order, whatever, the order of protection against him. And he decided that the best decision for him was to go unalive his wife, a neighbor, the wife's father, and abduct the daughter. at the same time. Well, he should have really, he didn't want to change. He didn't want any kind of help. He decided to take it and take matters into his own hands. And that was the wrong decision that he could have made. And it didn't help him out mentally, physically, or spiritually, as far as that decision. It was a terrible decision.
Now again, the little girl is safe and Nathan Gingles is in Broward County Jail. Reporting live in Tamarack, Daniela Cado, NBC 6 News.
All right, man. It's Coach Noob. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're digging this kind of content. And your time is always appreciated because you can be doing anything, but you heard me checking out these reviews. Until next time, I'm out.